I'm going to try my best to do videos in between customers. Again, I'm going to start this over again. I'm at work. I threw out names before. I don't know if I can do that. But I work at a gas station. It's a great job, great people. I like it a lot. I'm going to be doing a video on why I put that I'm a loser. I'm going to be 35 on February 1st. And I've been thinking a lot lately. I'm going to be 35. Even by today's standards, if I live to an old age, I'm halfway done with my life. Let me say first that I have known who I am, what I'm here to do. My walk on this earth for 35 years, every second has been with God, with Jesus, the one true living God. It wasn't until religion, organized religion, was introduced to me that I found out that I'm going to hell because I'm gay. Religion says that. Jesus doesn't. He came to save, not to judge. But I'm a loser because, like I said, I thought a lot about what have I done. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. Long before February 1st ever came back around, Ugly Monster. But I am a loser. My dad sat next to me, and I made the announcement, I'm going to be 35 February 1st. His question was, what have you done with your life? And like I said, my walk has been... Now everybody's walk is with him. That's an inescapable fact. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, he's there. He's here. He's all around. He's in here. We are all sons and daughters of this same one. My walk has been a very painful one. I have been to prison. I have died 3 times. I can remember. Last time I broke my back. And now, each time God has sent me back. And it was for a reason. Now, I've been making these videos because I believe that these are the reason. I'm supposed to get this word out. I'm not the only one. There are 3 altogether. And these 3 aren't related to me by blood, like I said. But I have no doubt in my mind that they would go to the ends of the earth with me. And I decided that I'm going to go to the ends of the earth with them. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to do it. It may not be tonight, but I'm going to do it. But that was one of the biggest parts of this decision. That these people, God placed in my life, Jesus placed them in my life at just the right times. They'll die for me. They'll die with me. I have no doubt that they love me just as if they were related to me by blood. And that was the biggest part of this decision. I have 2 people that are not related by blood whatsoever. Everyone that's related to me, everyone in my family, they love me wholeheartedly. I'm going to try not to cry. I have been blessed. I have been blessed. I am still blessed. Every morning, I go home, I turn the radio off, and I say, Jesus, thank you for everything that you've given me. Because I'm waking up. I'm not hearing gunfire. My loved ones are safe in their bed. We have food in our belly, clothes on our back. The life that I live, the life that you live, watching this video isn't even a dream in some parts of this world, you don't know how lucky you are, how fortunate you are blessed. I'm blessed. And I thank Jesus, I thank heaven for every minute of it. Now, I have gone through a lot of things. God has had me study a lot of different religions, so I would know the truth. Had me study, and not just Christian, pagan. I've studied. I have put in my time over 30 years. I have studied. My notes have been in books. If someone said something to me, I went and I looked it up for myself. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to sit here and be dictated to. Anything I say, go back and study. Look it up for yourself. Don't just trust me. But what I have done in my life, in my 35 coming on years, is I have walked with Jesus, with God. I have listened to everything He said. Now, it doesn't mean that I haven't fought with Him. I haven't swore to Him. I haven't cussed Him out. I haven't been angry. I have done all these things. And to tell you a little bit, by today's standards, Moses in the desert, he cussed the hell out of God. He was angry as all get out, and I would be too. He was traveling through the desert with all these people that had food from heaven, that had water when they needed it, that had cloud shade in the desert during day. They had a fire to light their way by night. They had anything that they wanted, and they still complained. They still worshiped the golden calf. Hats off to the bull. But anyway, he cussed, and I did the same thing. I have fought tooth and nail with God every step of the way. But you know one true fact that I've never forgotten is that no matter what I do, no matter what I do, no matter what you do, it's not going to turn away from us. Now, you can't run away from Him either. Like I said, it's an inescapable fact. You cannot go anywhere from God. There is nowhere on this planet, nowhere above it, nowhere underneath it. You cannot hide. You can turn your back, but He is still there. I turn my back a lot, and that's what I've done in 35 years. I've listened. I have tried my best to do what I was asked to do. Now, I can tell you all the stuff. You know, the deceiver's coming. He's going to deceive the nations. He's going to seem like the Christ. Again, Antichrist looks just like Jesus, not the exact opposite of Him. He's going to fool everyone, even some of the elect. But that's what I've done with my 35 years of life. I have walked with God. I have walked with the Anointed One. I have tried my best to listen. I've tried my best not to fight. And that's all that's important. Anything else in this world, this job, I love this job. It's immaterial. It's temporary. It's going to go away someday. Everybody that stands on the outside of my life and look in, they seem to know, everybody seems to know what's best for me and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm not the same as anybody else. Truth be told, if you knew who and what I was, one, it'd be hard for you to swallow. I mean, a lot of people can say, oh yeah, okay, I knew that. If you knew, I'd be revered. But that's why you don't know, because you do not revere me. That's not saying that you don't. I'm telling you not to. I'm nothing to be revered. I am a loser. Now, one of the things that have been common in my life is that people constantly say, you waste money. You waste money. You spend all this money doing this and that. You know what I see in my life? I see in my life, I have spent tons and tons of temporary money helping other people. I helped my older sister Tina. Love her to death. Just Tina Louise is the most wonderful person I have ever had the pleasure of seeing in my life. She is one that, just like me, I know, I've never seen it, but I know she cries and she yells at God, "Why are you letting me live like this?" He's not. But the money I've spent on her, I don't regret a single dime. Letting her borrow my truck to go back and forth to school, if she hit a deer, that was nothing she could do about it. As long as she was okay, I was fine. With the truck being gone, the money I've spent on her, the money I took, everyone sees that I went to New Orleans when I got one of my settlements. I took Joshua for a birthday gift to New Orleans, and I brought TJ, his girlfriend Susan, and wonderful Jenny. I brought them with me because I wanted them to have something to look back on and say, yeah, I went here, I stayed there, I did this. I want them to have something to look back on. I did it for them. I didn't do it for me. I've been to New Orleans. Me and Jason used to go to New Orleans every weekend. There's nothing new. I don't spend a lot of money on myself because I know money is part of this world. It's temporary. It's not real. Nothing in this world is real. What I've done with my 35 years of life is I've learned that I'm a loser. I accept that I'm a loser. I'm glad I'm a loser. I am a blessed loser. I'm loved. I have family and friends that love and cherish me. I'm blessed. I am a blessed loser. I'm a loved loser. Nothing in this world is real. Everything in this world is temporary. What I've done with my 35 years of life is I have lived with God. I have walked with God. When this temporary world is gone, I'm still going to be here. You're still going to be here. We're all still going to be here. This world will burn away. I haven't concentrated much on this world. I should in some areas of life. I mean, there are parts of me. The reason that I worried about it, I thought, what have I done with my life? Because I'm not secure, I guess, for lack of a better word. I don't own a house. Uh, uh, I have a wonderful job, but who knows if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't live for myself. Now, on the outside looking in, I see a lot of people wasting money on themselves. That's fine. What you do with your money, that's fine. Waste it on yourself. Buy stuff that you will never use. Buy stuff that you're going to get rid of tomorrow. That's fine. Waste money on yourself. I am not going to waste money on myself. I waste money, but I do it on for other people. I waste money on other people. As long as they're happy, I'm happy. And again, I have family and friends that love and adore and cherish me. Again, I'm going to try not to cry. I am blessed, and I want you to be blessed. I want you to realize that you're a loser, just like I am. I want you to be like me. I want you to be a blessed loser. I want you to be a loved loser. I'm fine with being a loser. I know the one that has already crossed the finish line for me. I can be a loser. I'm free to be a loser. You're free to be a loser. Be monumentally. Be a loser monumentally. Be a big loser. Again, you don't need religion to tell you what's bad, what's evil. You can't go out and kill someone. Don't go out and steal. The accuser, Satan, which means the accuser. He's the accuser of man. He has three things he's here to do. He's here to kill, to steal, and destroy. That's it. Those are the three things that he does. I have, like, your steps are already right in front of you. You just have to put your foot in them. The thing is that you're going to walk the walk that you were supposed to. One thing I learned in my studies is the thing of palmistry. Now, it's complete hokum. When it all boils down to it, it's all hokum. The only difference between your right hand and your left hand is that your left hand, if you're dominant right, your left hand is what your life was supposed to be, what the plan was. Your right hand is what you have made it. Now, that struck me a long time ago. Why, if this is the hand that my walk is supposed to be, why is it changed? Because you're going to walk the walk you're supposed to. You look back on your 35 years. Look back on however old you are. Look back on your life. What have you done with your life? Is it all temporary? Have you done things for this world, in this world? I want security, but when I'm gone, it's not going to mean anything. There was a joke that I told, a customer came in and told me, and I told Mom and Pa, I was like, this reminds me of y'all. I'm going to share it with you. There was a man and a woman that had been married for a long, long time. And the guy looked at his wife one day and was like, you know, when I die, I want you to bury me with all of my money. She said, okay. So he died later on. She went to the funeral with a tiny little box, and she put it in the casket with him. And they sealed it shut and buried him, and everything was done. Her sister looked at her and said, did you really bury him with all his money? She said, yeah. I wrote him a check. If he needs it, he can cash it. When you're gone, what do all your pictures mean? When you're gone, what does all the money mean? Nothing. What have you done? Are you a blessed, loved loser like me? That's what I want you to be. We're all losers. I'm a loser. You're a loser. Someone's already crossed the finish line for us, so we can enjoy the race. So that's why I put that on my thing. I'm 30. I do not need any reminding that I'm a loser. I do not need it. None of these years. I do not need a reminder. I'm going to enjoy the race. I'm going to cross the finish line when I get there. And you enjoy the race. And until we meet again in love and in peace. Again, I'm sorry this was at work, but it's the only time I had so far. I'm going to make another video. There's a scripture. The reason I'm not going to do it now is because I don't have it in front of me. I'm going to have it in front of me because this is going to be the one thing that I'm going to quote to you. And you go back and read it if you want. But it's only a piece. At the end of things, after the deceiver comes, and after he's done with it and defeated, Yeshua, Jesus, a lot of people will look at him and say, we prophesied in your name. We did all this stuff in your name. And he's going to look at him and say, I don't know you. Go away. Leave me alone. I don't know you. They were already saved from damnation. They weren't saved from a horrible, horrible judgment. I want you to try and save them from that. Because there's a lot of people that say stuff in the name of Jesus. He says, no, don't do that. I don't know you. Stop it. But until we meet again, 11 apiece, until the next video, you be blessed and be loved and love each other. Don't judge anyone. Judging someone because they're poor or how they look is completely and stupidly immaterial. I think I just made up a word. Besides making up words. And I am quite famous and good at making up words. Until we meet again, 11 apiece. You be blessed. Love each other. Don't judge anybody for anything. You have a wonderful night, wonderful day, whatever time it is. Bye.